Hello, my friends. I am going to answer a question because I received a question from one of my viewers that what was the reason that I dropped AT&T when if they're one of the best networks. Well, my reason that I dump AT&T is because I had three lines and I had unlimited talk and text, and in fact I had the grandfather plan of unlimited data. But what happens is that my son, he was texting to one of his friends. His friend gave him a number, and what happens, that number, he was, to us, it was a local number. But when we got the bill, we got a whopping bill for over $400 worth of texting. So I called AT&T and T and I addressed the issue, and I told them, you know what, why am I getting charged per text? We have the unlimited text plan. And then they look at it and say, well, sir, because that number belongs to Canada. So I questioned that, and I said, well, you tell me, how can I dial to Canada? Don't I need to dial like one, and then like the country code and so on to place a phone call outside the United States? And AT&T, they says, well, you're not to Canada. So I said, well, how am I supposed to know that? My son was going to know that. We thought that we were given a number, because all we have to do is dial the first three codes, which is the area code and then the number. And everybody knows that in order to dial outside the United States, you have to dial the zero and then the one and then the country code and then the area code of that country and then the number. Well, none of this happened on this text, so AT&T totally refused to forgave the charges. Obviously, it was $500 some, so that's why I dumped AT&T, because to me, I think it's unexcusable that they allow people to dial a number, knowingly that they're going to be dialing to outside the United States, which and they try to play that, saying that, well, you're responsible to know where those numbers are from. I said, doing, and so to me, I brought up to in court, and I said, you know what, even the judge agrees. Is, well, you just, you know, he agreed with my point of view, that he was understanding that in order to dial outside the United States, you need to dial special numbers. And anyway, to make already a long story, but I'll make it short. In order I won, because they dismissed the charges, because they had no ground to stand. But this is the reason why I dump AT&T. Now, if any of you guys out there know, or are not, or doesn't know, and still with AT&T and have those unlimited tax, you got to make sure that the number you dial, it's it's not, if it's a number that belongs to outside the United States, but the number looks like it's an American number. You have to make sure that you're not dialing outside. In fact, now AT&T, what they've done on their unlimited text, now they add the text does not include Canada and other countries. So I guess probably that was because of the result of this lawsuit. Um, but anyway, if you guys, you gotta be careful, because you may not run into the same luck that I did, because they goof up. AT&T goof up, and that was the reason why I dropped AT&T. As far as service and connectivity, I mean, their services are, yeah, they're better than I will say, in my own words, I will say will be better than Verizon when I used to have Verizon. However, there's certain spots, if you're nearby electrical towers, then the signal strength from AT&T Wiggins, which is something that I find uh, incredible because with Sprint that didn't happen. So so it's a give or take thing. But anyway, as far as AT&T, that's the reason. I hope I happily answered your question, and I hope you're not going through something similar. And so thank you for watching.